Inside of chaos, there's opportunities. And I read that somewhere throughout this week, and it really made me think about some of the industries that I care about and I hold dear. I've seen a lot of negativity online. I want to say fear-mongering on all kinds of things. Everything makes you feel like the world is coming apart. And I wonder how much of that is because that's an emotional way of communicating with people, and obviously when you communicate with emotions, you probably get a stronger reaction than if you just talk normally. When industries are dying, there's opportunity for people that really care about those industries. So if you really have a stake in those industries, this is a prime moment for you to come out on top. It doesn't surprise me when you do the research that you see that I think it's more than half of the Fortune 500 companies all either started or really broke out during these kind of like turbulent times of recessions and things like that. Because in those moments is when things are being shooken up, and so the ground begins to kind of shuffle and you're able to really move where you're at in the moment. You know, you can see it everywhere really, right? There's cinemas going under, comic book shops going under, comic book companies going under, skateboard industries looking very different, very strange, all that shit that's going on with braille and things like that. Fast foods are closing, and even the dollar stores like 99 cents and all that stuff, like even that is kind of fluctuating and changing. Widespread like bankruptcy and like restructuring of companies and industries, whole industries, that means that there was something wrong with that industry or company. This doesn't occur when things are working well. That means that maybe in one sense or another, a lot of these industries have been taking advantage, whether it be of their customer base or, you know, the stakeholders that make the products available for people. So some of the things that really led to like bankruptcy and like restructuring and all that stuff is that a lot of times these older companies are too invested in the old models, right? They have too much at stake when this model just doesn't pan out. Right? So like a new company coming out, they don't really care if people buy digital or paper goods, right? But companies like Marvel and DC that have contracts and a big part of their profit comes from retail comic shops selling them, right? Like they're invested in print. You know, they can't just turn around and pivot to just strictly digital. That's not something a large company like that can do. And that's one of the things that gives smaller companies a competitive advantage, right? Your boy's not going digital. I love print. But in that same thought, like there are other areas of opportunity that a big major company like DC or Marvel just cannot pivot as quickly as smaller companies can. It shouldn't be viewed as such a doom and gloom and very pessimistic outlook, but rather that there's opportunity on the table right now for anybody who wants to actually be a mover and shaker for these industries. There's a lot of things that have been going well with Furrow Publication that I just haven't really put the foot on the gas because waiting for the perfect moment. And like I said, in this chaotic moment of like industry collapses and like company bankruptcies and all that, the ground is shuffling to a point that I feel very comfortable making moves, and I think you should as well. And like I said, technology has really changed the dynamic. Like let's say you don't have enough to make 1,000 issue print run, but you probably have a phone and things like that to make it possible for you to upload and make a digital comic or a print on demand book, or there's so many avenues for you to really jump in and jump out and really get something going. So in a moment like this, do not be market led, right? The market is crazy right now. It's turning upside down left and right. And that's the funny thing of these kind of situations, that those that are most confident are probably going to come out on top, because in chaotic times, people search for steady hands. That means that you, in whatever capacity you're jumping into, just do you. Be thoughtful with what you do, be intentional with what you do, but in the end of the day, do not let the outside pressures or the should be or would be or could be and all these other ideas really change the way you walk. So seize the moment and make what you will with it. Alright, my name is Rich, published Furrow Comics. Link in the show notes for the stuff that I make. Beyond that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Lates.